Holiday shopping season will be here before you know it. The earlier we can prepare for it, the better. Certified financial planner Michael Neuenschwander is here from Outlook Wealth Advisors to talk about money saving tips. We know inflation is hitting so many people so hard right now.
Yeah. I mean, the big part on inflation, I mean, they talk about it coming down, but that doesn't mean prices go down. It just means they don't go up as fast. And so, when they're talking to consumers already about what this holiday season is looking like, they're finding that 40% of people may be having to cut back on other things just to afford the presents, this year, or fully a third maybe going into credit card debt. So there's definitely some financial stress, that we're going to begin to be feeling as we head into the holiday season.
Absolutely. Depending on which holiday you celebrate, we have 60 some odd days, 69 days until Christmas. Now is the time to start planning if you haven't already.
Yeah, absolutely. And a couple of ways to do that. They really kind of try to help people stay on the right track. One is sort of develop that spending plan. As you said, we still have some time to go. So begin to look at your finances, say, what can you really afford to spend, this holiday season, and try to stay on that budget. And, the next step kind of goes right in line with it, kind of like jolly, good old St. Nick, make your list, if you will. Friends, family, who do you need to buy for? But begin to put that down and mark it out so that as you find things on sale, you find things online, buying now or buying early but staying on budget is typically much better. Last minute shopping, as we all know, is stressful and typically way more expensive.
Cost you a little more. Speaking of sales and deals, pros and cons to days like Black Friday, Cyber Monday, walk us through that.
So typically, you can find some good deals, but again, you got to act early. The biggest tips, again, however, are go back to your list. Just because something's on sale doesn't mean you need to buy it if it wasn't something you were planning on getting anyway. And the biggest danger for many people, one of the biggest mistakes, is simply tapping into savings, putting up too much on a credit card. And speaking of kind of the savings, I mean, we all went through the freeze just a couple years ago. And worst thing somebody can do, put it on a credit card or use up their savings, and then a real disaster hits.
Impulse buying, impulse spending.
Very dangerous.
Very dangerous. Any other tips?
So when you finished your whole list, let's say you got everybody marked off, one person you probably forgot to do something for was yourself. And doesn't mean go buy yourself a big TV or anything like that. It really says, can you start the next year or start the good year off on good finances? So many people get a cost of living raise, some kind of increase around the beginning of the year. If you don't have that emergency money, start putting some into your emergency savings plan. If you got a 401k, at least be putting in enough to get the match that your employer's going to give you. And if you're already doing that, then maybe consider, can you bump it up farther? Do Roth IRAs, Roth conversions. And so an opportunity to really do a favor for your future self, by really planning for your finances. And if all that's confusing or you're not sure what to do, well, maybe that's the time to talk to a financial advisor. They'll get you pointed in the right direction.
The gift that keeps on giving.
Absolutely.
Michael Neuenschwander, thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you.
We appreciate it.